Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Mr. Andrew Okafor. We welcome you once again to this program where we discuss burning issues with regards to society and the law. We are being joined by our esteemed guest, and it has become a ritual where we allow him to introduce himself. Sir, for the benefit of the listeners out there that are just joining us for the first time, can you kindly introduce yourself, sir?
Thank you so much, Mr. Okafor Andrew. It's good to join you guys again, and it's good that we are doing this again. I am Igwe Friday Esquire. I'm a lawyer by the grace of God.
Okay. We all heard him, he's a legal practitioner. Thank you very much, sir, for taking out time out of your busy schedule to attend this program.
It's a pleasure.
Sir, recently the governor of Anambra State, Mr. Charles Chukwuma Soludo, made an appeal to the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari, to release the IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu to him. According to Mr. Charles Soludo, he made a statement that he is willing to stand as a surety for the IPOB leader. So, sir, what do you make of this statement?
Well, I think I listened to that. I think I listened to that news where Mr. Soludo Charles, being the governor of Anambra State, made the appeal to the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the Commander-in-Chief, asking him to release the IPOB leader, Nnamdi Kanu, like he said, and he expressed his readiness to stand as a surety for him. Well, the question is, what do I make of it? To me, it is just a mere political statement. It is a political statement because I don't see it happening. And I also learned that the statement was made at a rally. So, this is a electionary period where a politician can make any statement at all without considering the legal implication. So, like I said, I feel it is just a mere political statement that does not and will never hold water.
Thank you very much, sir. Sir, do you think Mr. Charles Soludo, the governor of Anambra State, has the capacity to stand as a surety for the IPOB leader?
Well, like I said, that's why I use the words. The statement he made is more or less it's just a political statement to me. That's my opinion. And as to whether I think is eligible to stand surety for him, well, it is not like the governor does not have the constitutional right. Is not eligible constitutionally to stand surety for Nnamdi Kanu or any other person in Nigeria. This is because he is a sitting governor, and by the provision of Section 308 of the 1999 Constitution, the governor, being a governor, is immune from any civil or criminal prosecution. And in fact, the session went further to say that no court process shall be used or shall be issued against any person under this category by way of trying to compel such person to appear in court. And for those of us who are lawyers, we know that when you stand surety for a defendant, in this case like Nnamdi Kanu, what in a case where Nnamdi Kanu just bear, if Nnamdi Kanu if Charles Soludo should stand surety for Nnamdi Kanu and he's been released on bail, and Nnamdi Kanu happens to join bail, of course, as in a court process will be issued against Charles Soludo to come and show cause where he should not be committed to prison or why he should not fulfill the bond to the federal government. And that alone, by the provision of that section 308, he cannot be compelled to do that. So, and that's why I said constitutionally, he is not eligible to stand a surety for Nnamdi Kanu or any other person, like I said. So, like I said again, it was just a mere political statement. And I believe that because he's been surrounded by lawyers, he has Attorney General who should be able to advise him by now of the implication of the statement he made, that he is not fit under the law, is not constitutionally fit and eligible to stand surety for anyone in Nigeria, as long as he remains in the office as a governor of Anambra State.
Oh, thank you very much, sir, for that beautiful explanations. Sir, what do you think is the solution for the rising insecurity happening in the Southeast?
Well, before we talk about the rising insecurity in the Southeast, I want to quickly add one more point to what I said earlier on. Now, we are talking about standing as a surety for someone who is accused or who is being charged with an offense. As it is today, Nnamdi Kanu, being the IPOB leader, is not standing any trial. He's not facing any charge. There is no valid charge against Nnamdi Kanu as it stands today in any court. Because if you study the decision of the appeal court, where the appeal court discharged the young man, the appeal court made it very clear that no court in Nigeria can entertain any charges against him. So, federal government, though, has filed an application to stay, or the federal government has said the judgment or the decision of the appeal court, but as long as that decision of the appeal court has not been set aside by a higher court, which is the Supreme Court in this case, and apart from the appeal court decision, there are also federal high court and high court decision in Mahia, saying that because of the manner Nnamdi Kanu was brought to Nigeria through extraordinary rendition, that the young man cannot be tried by any court in Nigeria, that no court has the jurisdiction to try Nnamdi Kanu. So, Nnamdi Kanu, we cannot be talking about someone going to stand surety for somebody who is not facing any trial, because Nnamdi Kanu is just being held illegally by the federal government. So, as it stands now, no charges has been filed against Nnamdi Kanu, and he's not trying any. He's not standing any trial in Nigeria. So we cannot even be talking about somebody going to stand surety for him. So, and that was why I said, one, even if he is standing any trial, as it were, Charles Soludo cannot stand in for him as a surety. But the point we are making is that the young man is not facing any trial right now by the edition of the appeal court. So, to your question as to what do I think will be the solution to the rising insecurity in the Southeast, well, it is very clear that the only way, because we have seen that the militarization of the Southeast by the federal government has not solved any matter. So, the only solution is for the federal government to dialogue with the agitators, to dialogue with agitators like Nnamdi Kanu so that peace will return once again to the Southeast. Southeast before now used to be one of the most peaceful region in this country, but today you hear killing going on every day. So the only solution remains that the federal government, led by the President Muhammad Buhari, should dialogue with the agitators in the Southeast and any other part of the country so that peace will return to the country.
Thank you very much. We all need peace in Nigeria so that we can thrive in prosperity and growth.
Yes.
So, sir, what is your advice to the president in respect to Nnamdi Kanu's case?
Okay, my advice is not different from, or is not far from what I just said. That since the appeal court has discharged and asked the young man to go, holding him in the DSS custody is not helping anybody. This is what the young man is fighting for, is an idea that cannot be just quenched by just mere guns and bullets. So my advice to the Buhari and the APC-led government is that they should find a way of dialoguing with this young man. To me, that is the only way that we can have peace. For more than 8 years now, Buhari has been using the military to try to bring down agitators, trying to quench the issue of agitation in the Southeast. But obviously, that approach has not been working. Innocent people are being killed. Houses of private individuals and their businesses are being burned. And the agitation is still on. So, do you need a prophet to tell us that all we need right now is to dialogue with those people? They are part of this country. If they feel that they are being marginalized, as a father of this country, what you need to do is to call your child. What is the problem? Hear from him and see how you can dialogue with him. But we are seeing from the attitudes and the body language of the president that he is not good, or he is not ready to do that. So I think the only thing is that we should pray that the next president that will be coming on board will be able to do the needful by dialoguing with the agitators. But just to say that the president still have the opportunity, he has between now and May to do what we are asking him to do by releasing Nnamdi Kanu, since court has discharged him. So that is my advice to Mr. President, and I believe he will listen.
Thank you very much. We all need to dialogue so that we can maintain peace in Nigeria.
Sure.
Thank you very much, sir, for finding our time to being around. So for our listeners out there to benefit one or two from this your elaborate explanations.
It's always a pleasure, sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome.